हाय माय नेम इज़ उमर कुरैशी। जुमे की रात है, भाई के साथ में जैकलिन फर्नांडिस भी हैं, सलमान खान भी हैं और किक इज कमिंग, सो गेट रेडी फॉर अ वेरी वेरी बिग किक एट द बॉक्स ऑफिस। वेलकम गाइस।
Thank you, Omar.
Yeah, another Eid release, Salman.
Yeah,
you really taken over this festival.
No, why? Last year, Shah Rukh had a Eid release and he did really well. And all these festivals, yeah.
Yeah.
फेस्टिवल मतलब कि छुट्टियाँ एंटरटेनमेंट, पिक्चरें देखो, रिलैक्स करो, एंजॉय करो फैमिली के साथ। और these festivals can also take the load of 2 or 3 films, you know.
Okay.
It's a good thing. छुट्टियाँ हैं, collections. So Eid ho, Diwali ho, Holi ho, Independence Day ho, Republic ho, wherever there's a holiday or there's no film released, you know, 2-3 weeks before, it's a good time to release. And Ramadan में ऐसी कोई पिक्चर रिलीज नहीं होती, so they all stop for a film.
But ये बोल रहे हैं कि और ये सारे रिकॉर्ड तोड़ने वाली है किक।
ये तो हर पिक्चर में बोलते हैं। देखो वो तो रिलीज होने के बाद ही पता चलता है कि ये टूटने वाली है, नहीं टूटने वाले हैं।
After that,
I don't believe in that thing at all. That नंबर के हो गया नहीं हो गया, नेक्स्ट पिक्चर में ट्राई करें। जब तक के ऑडियंसेस पब्लिक ये नहीं बोलेगे भाई माफ करो यार, मत करो अभी रहने दो, till that time लगे पड़े रहेंगे।
Jacqueline, you're doing a movie after very long. It's a very big movie, and your song is Rage already. That Jume Ki Raat. It's become an absolute craze. Yeah. So how does it feel to, like, you're extremely hot, and like you're looking even hotter.
It is very hot in here.
Yeah. So like you're part of the big league, absolute big league.
Yeah, my first Eid release actually.
It's your first Eid release.
Yes.
Yeah. So you should give Eid to Salman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eid लेना ज़रूर आएगा.
Yeah.
Right?
हाँ.
लेने हाँ, Eid लेने ज़रूर आएगा.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what people are saying already? That they're saying when he makes his entry on screen and they say Jume ki raat bhai ke saath, you're not going to be able to watch the rest of the movie.
Yes, it's true. Actually, because we went for the trailer launch and they had to play it 4 times because there was so much screaming happening, and I was like wondering why. Like I took like 2 hours to dub those 2 lines that I did in that trailer because no one heard anything. No one heard like the amount of like mehnat I put into like that dubbing because there was only screaming.
Yeah. But Salman, what gives you a kick?
Actually, just about everything. Me. Turning my profession into a hobby has given me the biggest kick ever. I used to, अरे यार सुबह को उठना है, काम पे जाना है, shit यार कब खत्म होगा? The first question is to be backup कितने बजे यार? You know? No, it's not that at all. Every day is a holiday for me because I have turned my profession into my hobby, and I absolutely love it.
That's the most amazing thing I think I've also learned from him.
Yeah.
That like we forget, I think, sometimes to like respect like the work that we're doing, and we tend to take it for granted, not realizing that we're very blessed to be in such an industry or to be in such a profession. And he's like one of the first people that I've met who's just been like so respectful, you know, towards everything, like about being an actor, towards other actors. Just like there's a huge amount of respect, and I think that shows. It comes across a lot.
Yeah, there was a time that I never knew what's going to happen with my future. And you've seen me during those days where before
you always knew
what
what's going to happen.
No.
You always had faith, Salman.
No, you tried your best. I mean, you started modeling and, you know, tried and struggled and, you know, tried to get movies and stuff like that as a director. And then nothing worked out as a director then as an actor. Lucky to get Maine Pyar Ki. But that 6-8 months a year before that, there was no direction. You know, never knew what is going to happen, where life is going to take me. And that memory is so fresh in my head. You know, even after 25 years, it's just like yesterday that I was looking for work and I made a promise that the day I start getting work, you know, I will never stop working because I know what it is to work. You know, so for me, I never want to go back to not working, and I like it. I like it too much, and there will be a time that I may not be doing this kind of work. I'll be doing some other kind of work. And I want to enjoy that as well.
Jacqueline, what gives you a kick?
Well, you know, actually, for me, I think right now, doing the work that I'm doing, and being able to, sometimes for me, I think being able to spend on my family, being able to like splurge sometimes on my family as well, give them things they want, that gives me like
Yeah.
That gives me a huge amount of pleasure, actually, because at the end of the day, like they're pretty much all I have, and
I'm there.
Yeah.
yeah, but you also have everything. What can I give you that you don't already have? That'll be difficult.
Good one.
You know?
Appreciation.
Appreciation.
Appreciation for what you do is, I guess, the biggest kick. And you should keep on, trying, thriving for the appreciation, and not let that go to your head.
Yeah.
And superb work. And yeah, really? That's outstanding work. You're so amazing. Just gives you that motivation to take you to that level. And then once in a while, that kicking. What are you doing, man, dude? And from people who are on your side, that one kick will always send you
wake
that
up call.
2 steps ahead.
Yeah, that's
So
important.
both,
So important.
works differently. Some people need the appreciation to do better. Some people need that kicking. Once you get appreciate a lot, you just take it easy.
Very true.
You just take it easy, and you're the last person to know that you hit rock bottom. And then a friend of yours or family turns around and says, "What the hell are you doing, dude?"
Because no one else will tell you.
No one else. That's so true.
No one
actually.
You're the last person to know that you're not doing fine.
Yeah.
And you think in your mind everything is all good because no one gives a damn. No one has changed their attitude towards you. They're still the same. You think because you're still, no matter how down you're still in that position that you can still be of help to people. So no one's going to rub you the wrong way. It's not their business.
Yeah.
But then that family member who's on your side, when he has the right, you've given him the right, and he's got the right to say that, dude, don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up.
And then your eyes open, and then that beating, that kick, will get you back to
Who's your
where you
biggest
left
critic
from.
at home?
My father.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah. My father. He's actually everyone at home. Would come and say that. Like Arvaz once told me an amazing thing is if there's anyone who can beat Gabbar, who can kill Gabbar, is Gabbar himself. This Gabbar is untouchable.
He is untouchable.
Yeah. So there's only one who can screw Gabbar is Gabbar himself. So nobody else wants to do it to you. You're doing it to yourself. It's just a simple line. You just have to take stuff from simple things. Just the intention of what.
Yeah.
You don't have to go into this profound, deep thinking, SMSs or what these poets and these philosophers and all these people have to say.
Yeah.
Just daily life teaches you so much,
Yeah,
so much.
That's
You just
true.
have to just find that. I had to find these things. I had to find, hey, what's up?
Like I know like the best advice he's ever like his advice always comes in like 2 words, 1 line. Like one of the best advice he gave me was work hard. Jack, it all comes down
Best
to one
advice,
thing.
yeah.
What is
That's
that? Tell me. I'm like waiting for like this profound, like piece of advice. Work hard. But
Like
it's
his
so true.
tweets.
But it's so true though. It's
Yeah,
like at the end of the day, it all comes down to that, right?
Yeah.
So.
Who's your biggest critic at home?
Well, no, actually, I think, my family has always been very, go with the flow, and it's very difficult for me to actually, really provoke much of criticism from them because they've always allowed me to kind of figure it out on my own. So from a very young age, I have been working and also just figuring things out on my own. When I wanted to move to Sri Lanka, when I wanted to move to Australia, I wanted to move to India. I took the decision and then I, had told them about it. So they were like, oh, so they always took like a back seat. So, I mean, obviously once in a while, like my mom would be like, listen, when I'd tell her my schedule, okay, I'm doing this right now, doing that, we're on chat all the time. She'd be like, now listen, did you eat? Did you take it easy? Like, I'm telling you, you're gonna have like you're gonna just like break down one day, and she would tell me stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it comes to maybe movies or career decisions, that's a difficult one because they're very detached from all of that.
No, they're not a part of it, no? So
No,
you
they're
need
not.
somebody who's a part of it. And now she's been here, long enough to understand, and she knows the industry, what films to do, what films not to do. Like I keep on telling him, You got to say no. And there's a way of saying no without upsetting anybody.
That's
You know?
more difficult to say no than to say yes.
Yeah, it is.
और no बोलने का ही prize मिलता है.
Yeah, no बोलने का.
Yeah, it's very difficult actually.
Jacqueline, were you intimidated when you were offered the kick because Salman is larger than life as a persona, as a superstar?
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I said
Yeah?
I was not actually.
I've known Jackie for the longest. I think as soon as she came down from Sri Lanka, we met her. She was the first casting for London Dreams. Yeah. At that point in time.
Yes.
So there was this thing of working with her was always there, but nothing came up that, you know.
No, but actually, you know, a lot of people have either asked me this question or have discussed it with me, and they're like, "Oh my God, you know, you're just going to be a prop, you know, in this movie," or you know.
Oh, you were told that?
Oh yeah, I mean, like it's something that tends to come up a lot, but like, I don't think, you know, it's not a competition. You know, at the end of the day, it's not a competition, first of all, and you know, it's not like, oh no, he's gonna like, what am I gonna do over there and stuff. Being part of a movie, you know, with Salman is first of all the most amazing thing, and it's all I could have ever asked for. So for me, I was just grateful to be part of this project, and yeah, and I think as an actor, it's then my responsibility to make sure that I work hard, and I work on the character, and I work on my performance, and that's what's most important. Instead of, you know, worrying about everything, you know, about Salman being larger than life, which he is.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing.
Yeah. And is the movie a masala entertainer entirely, or does it have a
Totally.
social message?
Totally.
Total masala.
Totally. And the messages are there in all the films. There's the good and there's the bad, and that is the only message that we need to give. That good over all evil. That's it.
Good, but we're all evil.
You're playing
Oh, okay.
you're playing a grey character in the movie slightly.
No, not really. The impression is that he's a great character.
He's a grey
but
character. Are they grey shades to you? Are they grey shades to you?
No.
Just black and white.
Oh, well,
In real life,
they're always grey shades, yeah. It's always grey shades, depending on how light or how dark.
Yeah.
And you?
They're pink shades.
Good one.
I don't know what gray.
Yeah. So how did you get approached for this movie?
I got a call.
Honestly, tell him. Let me see how honest you can be on this one. Come on, Jackie. It's only Omar. You can tell him.
It's only Omar on national television, that's all. No, actually, I mean...
You got a call.
Come on, Jackie.
I got a call
Come on, Jackie.
to meet Sergeant Nadiadwala to discuss this magnum opus called Kick. So that's it. You know, it really did happen. Actually, you know, it actually happened out of the blue. You know, and I met Sergeant Nadiadwala. Then we discussed Kick. He offered me Kick. You know, and
And you got a kick.
And I got a kick out of that.
I got a kick out of it.
I got a kick.
Fantastic. Yeah. You worked with Sajid, both of you, as a producer. How is he as a director? Is he very different? Is he very temperamental? Is he very anxious on the set?
I think he was like the most relaxed, the most chilled out director because he had a back problem. So he was lying down and directing the whole film. So he was a very laid back director.
Literally.
Yeah. You know, with this, there was a lot of pre-production that was done in the film. So he was very clear on what he wanted from the sets. We had a lot of time because Jaiho got delayed because of the action strike and stuff, so that it went 4 months ahead. So that 4 months that he got was like a blessing in disguise for him, where he every set, every location, every dialogue, everything, he was like very clear on what to do. So he also shot the whole film in his mind he rehearsed with his assistants, and the length of the film. So he had a edited script, which usually what we do is we shoot the film and then we edit the film. Okay, and we threw out a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of wastage that happens there. With him, he had a bang on 2 hour 26-minute edited the film.
Oh, he was amazing, I think, as a director. And,
Yeah.
he takes I think he genuinely really loves like his characters a lot. You know,
He loves films. He's a big
loves
film
films,
fan.
yeah.
He's always loved films. He's appreciated films. He's appreciated
He's grown
good
up with
work. He's done really nice films. He doesn't he doesn't need to make a film just for the sake of making a film.
Yeah.
You know, he believes that the film is going to do well, so he will make the film. He's honest with his films. He has got a sense of screenplay. He's got a sense of dialogue. He's got a sense of comedy. He's likes making larger than life movies. So from his locations to his sets to everything's larger than life. He likes to work with great actors. So that's where Jackie and me fit in. So he's there, and he's got a screenplay. He's got a story and screenplay sense, which is very important to us. His music has always been good.
Yeah.
So he's got everything that it takes to, and he's also got so many years of being a
And being part of a film family.
producer, and working with so many directors, from which he has learned what not to do as well as what to do.
Well said, yeah.
So most of the directors work with one director themselves. This man has worked with a lot of directors. He's been working with directors for the last 26, 27 years now, more than that. And he's worked with a lot of people.
wow.
Yeah.
And even he was a production manager. He's worked with a lot of people. Then he became a producer. He's worked with a lot of directors.
Yeah.
So he's worked with a lot of people.
Jacqueline, you dubbed your own lines in this movie for the first time.
Yes.
Because of Salman?
Yes, actually.
He told you to?
Actually, it was me, Naryad, and Salman. We were all standing, and then Naryad asked me like, "So who should we get, to like dub for you?" And someone's like, "Are you mad? You're dubbing your own lines. You're not escaping this one." So I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Really? Seriously? Do you think I can?" But seriously, it was like the best decision, and I really have him to thank for that, because I've learned so much through dubbing, and I think it's added so much, to the character as well, and it was really important I do this. But yeah, so
That's Hero.
he's gonna tweet now. Something on Twitter.
How's your Hindi now?
It's good. I don't know. It's not that bad.
Hindi's good.
It's not that bad.
She's got like a as an actor, she's very at ease. She thinks in English, and she just translates that into Hindi, and it sounds really good on her. I don't think very many people can carry that. It looks different on her, and she understands the lines that she's saying in Hindi, which is very important. Most of them just say the lines. She really actually means those lines when she says them, which is like the best quality of an actor, that you mean it. You don't have to perform it, you just have to mean it, and it'll come.
A lot of actresses
even though she doesn't know the language properly, she is very fluent and very quick in her lines. And
Yeah, but
a lot of actresses don't like to dub, and especially when they're not comfortable with the language. You enjoy your dubbing?
It's Salman knows what I have gone through with dubbing. I messaged him, "Oh my God, this is torture. How have you done this?"
But every film is going to get easier and easier, and that's the only one thing that is going to teach you how to speak the language correctly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is difficult, but
hearing songs and dubbing is the only thing that will get your talaffuz done correctly.
No, it's so true. I mean, seriously, even though it was really difficult, when I finished those 20 days of dubbing, I was just like, I can't believe I've done this. It was amazing. And then when we would play back everything, I was like, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling of sense of achievement to do something like that.
And it's a feeling. It's a wholesome feeling. It's a complete feeling.
Yeah.
You've acted in the film, and then suddenly, as an actor, when you see somebody else dubbing your voice,
You feel a bit cheated. Yeah.
it's not. It just doesn't blend. It doesn't go. I mean, it's cool. How am I sounding? Because you keep on hearing your voice all the time, and suddenly there's a different, sound to you.
It's strange though. When someone else dubs, because obviously I've been dubbed throughout my movie. There really is no connect. It disconnects. I think the viewers from you, and
You want to say something in Hindi?
Kya bolu?
Huh? इसका जवाब आप हिंदी में दे दीजिए.
Okay. अगले सवाल. मैं
अगला
हिंदी-
सवाल?
हाँ, जवाब हिंदी में दूंगी.
अच्छा, इज इट ट्रू, ये सच है कि सलमान ने अपने खुद के स्टंट्स करे इस पिक्चर में, स्पेशली इन पोलैंड?
जी. सलमान ने खुद किया.
Jeez.
सलमान ने खुद किया stunts पोलैंड में, especially that like actually yeah he did.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for the action though.
जैसे हिंदी आया पसीना पोछो.
It's so true though. Like the minute I have to speak Hindi, I'm just like I'm like sweating. I get so stuck.
You did your
No,
stunts yourself, right? With this one?
Yeah.
Most of them.
Should I speak in English or Hindi? It's fine.
Whatever you're comfortable with. You're good at
हाँ,
both.
जितने कर सकते हैं क्या है कि एक स्टंट को बार बार रिपीट करते हैं. Okay. Long shot के अंदर, close up के अंदर, made different angles. So even though you have like 8 camera setup, you still do like 2, 3, 4 retakes. So you're doing that stuff once is like for your main shot is more than enough, and that's and then after that they keep on playing with for the edit. और उसमें कोई फायदा नहीं बार करो. एक बार कर लिया हो गया, या उसका retake हुआ, then you do it another time. But this one was once, and it turned out okay. So then later on they keep on patching that with from different angles and stuff like that, where you can, it's a 40 floor building, where this building is seen so much from those long shots. So आदमी कितना छोटा देखिए. So all that is, I mean, it's stupid to do something like that. But then for the main shot.
Yeah, but you know, honestly, for
fine.
that shot as well, when we were shooting that, so we were in the interior, and he was, you know, he was doing that jump, and like, yeah, I mean, like seriously, when he did the jump, I couldn't understand like what he was, you know, how he was going to do it, and what he was doing at that time. But yeah, I think like you understand as well. I mean, what
Yeah, it's no
needs
big
to get
deal.
done.
It's just that your feet, you know, don't listen to your mind. You know, you're instructing your feet to go jump, and the feet say, "Shut up, pagal hai kya?" You know, there's no connect on you. So you want to go, and your feet just don't move. You're ordering your feet to run and jump off, and the feet are saying like, "You lost the plot."
Yeah, but it's because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah.
So that order is not, they're not listening, and then
Yeah.
you see somebody else doing it, and it's a jump. You know, it's safe. You know, it's all harnessed and stuff like that, and that those cables and the harnesses can carry like, you know, like train bogies and stuff. They're 10 tons they can carry, and then you're there with 75, 80 kilos of weight, which is hardly anything, but still, you have this fear that what if it snaps, you know? And then it's the jump is you jump ahead and you have to come back. So how are you going to hit the wall? Because the building there, no? So how are you going to hit the building behind with that much force? So it's
A lot of
it's
things
okay.
here.
Oh, yeah.
It's all. And then when they pull you up, so they pull you up like 3-4 feet and then they stop. So that bounce of the rope gets you there. And then you feel, oh shit, it's going to break now. It's
Yeah, scary stuff. Yeah.
But stunts are cool.
And it's got the longest chase sequence, which has been listed in the Guinness Book of World Records. Right?
what?
The longest chase sequence in Hindi cinema.
No, that's scary. I hope it's as long as it's interesting, not just for the sake of being the Guinness Book of World Records to be a long chase. No, there must be a reason why rest of the chases are smaller than this chase.
That's cool. I didn't realize you were in the
Yeah. Salman, what attracts you towards remakes? This is another remake you're doing, right?
See, the writers are actually working really hard, and they've got a different. Their films are very screenplay-driven. Do with marches and do with men, do with heroism. You know, a lot of respect to the women. You know, and they have this format of doing larger-than-life movies because that's their culture. We don't see their movies. So that's a totally new market for us. So we take a plot from there, and then we make it here. So just the plot is there, and then we change the sensibilities to suit us.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. And then when my father used to write, they used to make all his movies there. Today they write.
Yeah.
I've taken 3 or 4 of their movies, And then we did Dabang. They made it there. So it's a give and take.
It's a give and take, yeah. Yeah. Salman, you also sung a song for the movie. You're gradually moving in the direction of becoming a director, which was the original dream to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I was singing a song, wanted to move in the direction of becoming a
So
director.
gradually you're doing every aspect of everything of cinema.
The song was sung because, we do we do a lot of shows and then they ask you to sing, So I thought, okay, let me do a song where I can lip sync it there in my voice. It turned out pretty okay.
He's being modest.
After a lot of tweaking up. There's a lot of work that I put in, which apparently was not enough. So, scale from percentage-wise from 0 to 100%, it came up to about 31%. So the rest of the 16 hours or 70%, for it to become audible to people, enjoy it.
Pleasurable.
The pleasurable was put in by the technicians. They
For what?
the
When?
equipment. The equipment, the
No,
stuff that
he's
they
being so
have,
silly.
stuff that
I hear
they
him
have.
sing.
Stuff.
I hear him sing all the time.
Yeah, but
like,
that singing and this singing are two different types of singing altogether.
He's always singing.
Yeah.
always singing.
Always singing. Yeah.
That's my riyaz, bhai. That's I'm doing riyaz all the time.
And all of a sudden he like breaks out into like this really like loud like song.
Yeah. You're a new actress in the industry, right?
No, she's been around for a long time. It's just that she's been repackaged and launched now.
Salman
once
began
again.
his career.
I'm a new actress.
No, it'll take you that much time again to come here.
Okay, yes, I'm an experienced actress.
You began your career as a romantic hero, and your fan base has only grown from there. Do you think there's a shortage of good love stories, good character-driven roles now, and the industry is only commercial?
See, till the time there's no love story in the film, there's no film. So every film is a love story. Now, it could be rom-com, it could be a emotional film, it could be a thriller, it could be an action film. Till that time, the love story doesn't work. The film doesn't work. So all our films are basically love stories which have action, which have drama, which have emotion, which are rom-coms, etc., etc. But they are love stories.
Essentially love stories.
They are love stories. But you think that the quality of cinema has gone down because of commercial constraints?
Not really. In fact, the quality of cinema has improved, considerably since what was happening in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, that's true.
It's.
You feel the quality of cinema has gone down?
Some of the cinema has got a little dumbed down.
But there's always some films which are not going to.
Always,
Yeah. How important is it for you to hit the 400 crore mark, the 300 crore mark? You always said that
it is important for everybody. I mean, there are. How many films have touched the 100 crore mark?
15, 12?
12, 13.
And 6 of them are his.
12 or 15.
I've been counting.
I think I give you the extra number on that day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's awesome. Yeah.
No, it was right though. It's right.
Yeah.
So that, it's really important for everybody, for the industry, because numbers are there, for the industry's growth, for
sense of competition, which makes everyone work harder.
Yeah. For that's very important for that.
Yeah.
He set the benchmarks.
Yeah.
Salman, is there any pressure to be Salman Khan?
No, not really. Not for me, at least.
For you?
Not for me.
So it's pressure for everyone else to be Salman Khan.
That's their problem. They take it upon themselves.
It's difficult. Very difficult.
To be someone for them.
I do it really easily.
He's a natural because he is someone.
He is Salman.
So comes very naturally
Like
to him.
the same way that it'll be really difficult for me to be Akshay Kumar, or it'll be really difficult for me to be Shah Rukh Khan or Amir Khan. The same way.
Yeah. And is it pressure on you to work with Salman Khan?
Well, it was good pressure, like in a positive way, because I knew just being part of this movie, there were a lot of expectations, probably, and at the same time, being given this opportunity, I also did not want to, disappoint Nadyad sir or Salman in any way, because I knew that this was like a really big deal for me. So more than me proving something to myself, most of the time I was just really hoping that these guys were happy with the decision they had made in casting me, and that kind of pressure was there, but in a really, really positive way though, because I don't think I've ever worked so hard on a movie or in my life, and even though I was working extremely hard before, this was like a completely different story, just because of the scale also, and being cast in this movie.
Yeah. What's your next film after this? It's going to be tough to live up to this one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think it's Roy.
Yes, it's Roy. But actually, the funny thing was, I had signed Roy before.
Much earlier.
I had even signed Kick.
Yeah.
So, but we seem to be starting it right after Kick releases.
Yeah.
So we start shooting for that next month.
Salman, you're very respectful, always been very respectful towards women. So how do you like it when your fans, they tweet abuses and they tweet in a negative
No fan, the fact that they do something, there's this Twitter war that goes on. So if they talk badly about women and tweet, they're no fans of mine. Even if it's like about Shah Rukh, Amir, they have these Shah Rukh fans, Amir fans, who Salman fans who they just keep on creating this panga.
Yeah.
If he's a Salman fan and he's saying anything bad about Shah Rukh, whatever, he is no bloody fan of mine. I would not consider him as a fan of mine.
Because
and if he's doing the same thing with women, I would not consider him. I would, in fact, never want him to even go and see my film.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to be doing your reality show, Big Boss, next season.
I don't know.
Who's going to fill your
They're
shoes?
still
If you
working
don't
it
do it,
out.
who'll fill your shoes?
Huh?
Who'll fill your big shoes?
I don't know. If I don't do it, it doesn't matter who fills them.
Yeah. Guys, to wrap up, I'm going to ask you a quick fire round. Okay, to end with. Salman, you're best paired with all your recent big hit releases, Sonakshi, Kareena or Katrina?
Why am I not there?
No, these are the recent
okay.
hits of his.
Sonakshi?
Kareena, Katrina.
Oh, Sonakshi, Kareena. See, I'll give you an interesting one for this. Sonakshi, because I've done part 1 and part 2, so I've done 2 films. Katrina, because that was the highest grosser.
Yeah.
And Kareena, because Kabir Khan's film is with Kareena.
Yes.
So they're all 3 on the same.
Same. Rank Jacqueline as a model, as an actress, and as a friend.
Terrible model. Have to think about this one.
It's a difficult one, man.
Difficult.
A terrible model, right?
Yeah.
I think the same.
Same.
The same model category.
All of them?
Friend, yeah. Friend, model. She says she's a terrible model.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think so, but I believe her.
Yeah.
So I think the friend as well as the actor will be in the same category only.
Yeah.
What category is that?
You said terrible.
But then why? No, that was for modeling.
Yeah.
So why you put me in the terrible category?
No, please, I didn't put you in the terrible. I didn't put you in that. I just thought that they're all equal.
All equal.
Don't want to be judgmental about anything. The
So
modeling,
what he's saying is that
superb.
you have scope of growth for all 3.
Modeling, no, I didn't say that. Modeling, superb. Actress as friend, they're all equal. And you said terrible and you messed it up.
No, okay, I won't say anything.
You were like an exquisite model. I was thinking that way, but you're terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Exquisite,
now.
we'll go with that.
Jacqueline ranked Salman as a humanitarian, as an actor, as a friend.
Humanitarian, actor, friend. Humanitarian, amazing.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like I have seen Salman.
Friend lousy.
No. Well, you said it. No. I'm going to give you a taste of your medicine. No. Yeah. I mean, seriously, he's been an amazing friend throughout. He's been an amazing co-star actor as well throughout. Like when we're on the sets, he's he becomes Salman the actor, you know, like he becomes very serious about things and focused and stuff, which is amazing. And yeah, you do.
What makes Salman angry?
She's not seen that side yet.
Actually, I've not seen him
Good.
angry.
Lucky you.
I've not seen him angry. But,
No, one day you did.
where?
One night.
Where?
Yeah.
Really?
I think one evening we were all together and somebody was.
Oh, I do know something that makes him very angry. When he, when someone takes his picture without asking him,
That pisses me off.
he gets so angry. No, but it is very
seen that.
disrespectful.
You know what is? I'm trying to find that guy who's made this bloody camera phone, man. I want to break that camera phone on his head. And a photograph lena khud ka picture lo. You know, if you want to take a picture, ask.
Ask.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
simple, yeah.
You know, and they just don't do that, and they just keep on taking those pictures, and I just want to go on. And now this whole thing is started that, you know,
I was taking it behind you. That
calling. Some of them sell my number, so they feel that they bought the number so they can call, and they keep on calling, and I keep on cutting the phone. And they keep on calling. Which part they don't understand?
Yeah, I
Ke
know.
phone kata hai.
Very
So
frustrating.
that is not a fan of mine. Who does not give me my space, who does not let me be, who call we don't call our parents after a certain time. 9:30. I don't call my brothers in the night.
Yeah.
You know, there is, and
Decorum.
you are calling anytime. Who the hell are you, yeah?
It's very sad. It's very
That's
annoying.
very sad.
I mean, don't you have that much of decency?
That's the pitfall of being a big star.
Why? I mean, why are you calling? And then is that chalo call kar liya? You
It's
disconnect and you call back.
But it's harassing. It's
It
actually
is
a form of
harassing, and they do it for kicks.
Yeah, they're just very...
What makes Jacqueline angry?
I don't know Jacqueline that well. What makes you angry? Tell me. I want to know.
What makes me angry? I don't know, actually. I think...
She's not an angry person. You know.
I don't, but like, I'm sure something...
I think people taking liberties. I've seen her one day. Somebody was trying to take cross the line and take a liberty, and she was really pissed off with that, and she didn't know how to react to it.
I think it's not getting angry, I get upset, you know, with people.
I could see that huge amount of disappointment and being upset, and she just didn't know how to react to that because I guess she feels that she's from a different country. She's here. She's trying to make it work, and these guys are Indians, and you know they're saying stuff, and they're from the film industry, and you know she's not a full part of it, you know. So somewhere
So she holds back.
holds back.
Yes.
And they
No, it's true.
kind of take advantage of that, and I just say, no, slap them.
Yeah, he's always like...
Slap him. Slap him. Make sure that I'm standing or somebody like me standing behind.
Yeah.
Oh, he always tells me, he's like,
I'm not sure about somebody, but just make sure that when you're doing something like this, I'm standing behind.
Yeah.
So you basically need to be there all the time. Otherwise, I will not take that
Salman,
liberty.
one thing without which he does not step out. One thing without which he does not step out of a van or whatever. One thing which is constantly with.
She's always out with a smile.
Yeah, nice. One thing without which Salman does not step out.
It's protein bar.
You're very funny, Jackie.
Protein
What kind of a guy should Jacqueline be with?
What do you think, Jackie? What kind of guy you should be with? What about somebody like me? Huh?
Yeah, why not?
Are you asking me out?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
You
so
can't
why
get
not?
better.
What?
No, you definitely cannot get better. That's
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Correct, you're right about that.
What kind of a
You
girl should
definitely
Salman be
cannot
with?
get better. Typical.
What kind of a girl should he be with?
I think he needs to be with someone who can give
Give?
give him space.
Yeah, lots of space.
Lots of space.
Yeah,
He's someone
yeah.
who actually respects that side of him, and that's very important.
Yeah. How old were you when you first fell in love?
I was 14.
Oh. And Salman, you?
It's a difficult one for me to answer. It.
You don't know? Okay, who was your first crush? Like, how old were you? That's
9.
easier. 9? Aww.
9. Sweet.
I'm trying to imagine someone 9
Sweet.
having a crush on someone.
Complete the sentence.
Because my mother caught me when I was about 9.
She caught you.
Yeah.
Got you.
I mean, liking somebody.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Complete the sentence. I have a hangover of.
Oof.
Yeah, tell them.
You too.
Oh, okay, let me think about this quickly.
I very rarely have hangovers. Yeah. But I do have a hangover of my charitable trust being human.
Sorry?
Being
Charitable
human.
trust being human.
Yeah. Yeah. And you?
His charitable trust being human.
Exactly, that's my hangover.
Yeah.
I have a hangover of that.
Yeah. And finally, complete the sentence.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
want to-
actually, vodka sounds good for you. Huh?
No, you know
Vodka.
that.
Wine.
Some wine.
Finally, complete the sentence. I want to kick.
I want to kick. I want to kick the box office.
Yes. Salman, you want to kick?
What? I need to kick.
What do you want to kick? Who do you want to kick or what do you want to kick?
I want to kickstart my life, actually.
Wow.
Once again.
Well said.
Once again?
What do you mean by kickstart?
Means I want to take it to a different level now.
Oh my god. What is that?
That's a
What is
different
that?
orbit. That's a different
Where does
orbit.
it go from here?
I just think this is the beginning.
Wow, that's,
Yes,
that
you
is
should always
so
think
great.
like that.
No,
That's
it's true.
I
fantastic.
want to take it from real life hero to real life hero.
Wow.
That's what I want to do.
Beautiful.
I don't know how I'm going to manage that, but that is my, and I'm going to make it very difficult for, I want to take being human to such a level that I'm going to make it very difficult for actors to compete with that. I want them, each one of them, to humiliate me, ridicule me on my charitable trust by doing so well. I want them to be number 1, number 2, number 3. So that's what
That's what you're
I
gonna
want.
kick.
No, I mean, as a star, every 2, 3 years, 5 years, somebody's up, somebody's down, and then number 1 slot. I want, as a charitable trust, everyone should open their own charitable trust, and they should be number 1, number 2, number 3, and they should
For
be
that.
so big that I should not even feature anywhere.
That's
Trying my
fabulous.
best.
That's a and the whole world will benefit. Yeah. Yeah.
And I hope they start this soon.
Yes.
And
it
you're on
does.
your way,
Yeah.
for sure.
Not me.
Huh?
The rest of the actors.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I'm also going to start one now. I'm so
Yeah.
inspired.
Thank you, Salman. Thank you,
welcome.
Jacqueline.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to Kick, and this was a nice interview with a nice kick to it.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
was.
Thank
Thank you.
you.